everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. We haven't been here for quite a while and I was getting withdrawal symptoms from baking. I haven't actually baked since I last filmed for you guys, so I just thought I really wanted to get into the kitchen and do a little bit more baking, so I took the opportunity. So today I'm going to bake some peach Melba squares. Now I've never made them before. We went out yesterday and bought a lot of peaches, but they all need like cooking. So I thought that I would bake something. I like to have sweet things in the house, so it's just always like a plus to be able to make them yourself as well. So yeah, I'm making these peach Melba squares. I am not going to read out the ingredients list like I normally would, because I've actually had to like improvise with quite a lot of stuff because I did only decide this morning that I wanted to bake. So what I have is, I have 200 grams of self-raising flour, 300 grams of caster sugar, and then there is around 200 grams here of butter, but also olive oil as well, just because we didn't have enough butter in the house and olive oil is like the best substitute for it, so I kind of got that mixture there. I've then got 3 eggs in a pack down here, some vanilla extract, some almonds, and in place of what is supposed to be raspberries, I've got glacé cherries because we have a lot of these. So yeah, that's everything that's going in this. I will leave a link to the recipe like down below, like the proper one. It's from BBC Good Food. We've got it in like a little book. So I'll leave the normal recipe down below, but this is what I'm using, but I'm still going to go through all the same steps and everything. So as I'm sure you can hear, I've currently got my oven preheating at 160 degrees because although this is quite a quick kind of put together bake, it bakes for quite a while. So I've got my oven preheating at low temperature just down here. So what the recipe calls for is to melt the butter down. Now because I've mixed it with the oil and I've got like the mixture there, I'm not going to melt it down. I'm just going to pop all of this straight into the bowl. This is at room temperature, it is quite warm anyway, so it should be okay. And then I'm going to pop my sugar in and mix them both together. Now in the recipe it specifically says to do it with a wooden spoon. We know how long it takes me to mix things with a wooden spoon, so I'm just going to go straight on in with my electric whisk because it does get it done a lot quicker, and I'm hoping that it'll still do exactly the same anyway. Now that that's all incorporated, because you don't need to make it light and fluffy, it just needs to all be mixed together, I'm going to add in my eggs and the vanilla extract. So that is all now super smooth. So I'm now going to sieve in my flour and then incorporate that. If you're following the recipe with this, you will also be adding ground almonds. I don't have any ground almonds, I've only got flakes, so I'm literally just doing flour and the only almonds that we have will be on the top. Now for this bit I am going to use a wooden spoon to mix it in, just so that the flour doesn't go everywhere because of the mixer. It is a really wet mixture, so it's not going to like take ages to get it all incorporated. Right, so now my mixture is all incorporated. That was super easy to make. I'm going to pour this into my 2 tins. Now you should really be using quite a big tin to do this because it's like a tray bake. We don't have one available at the moment because we used ours on Sunday and it's still in the fridge with like the contents in. So I'm going to use 2 little tins. I've got a normal cake tin and a brownie tin. So I'm going to pour this into these so that it can rise, and I do have another one just in case there's too much mixture. So I've now got my 2 tins lined with the mixture. I'm now going to add my peaches onto the top. So I've already sliced my peaches, there's around 3 here, and I'm just going to pop loads on the top so that it's all covered. So that's it, my tray bakes are now ready to go into the oven, so I'm going to pop those in now. So these go in for an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, and once they've been in for 40 minutes, you want to pop some aluminium foil over the top and then leave them in for the remainder of the time. So check them at an hour, and then if you feel they need a little bit longer, you leave them in for that extra 10 minutes. So I'm going to pop these in the oven now. Okay, so my bakes are now out of the oven, as you can see. They're currently on a cooling rack because they did only come out around 5 or 10 minutes ago. So they're on a cooling rack, still in the cases so that they can set and cool, obviously, before I get them out. It does say in the recipe that with these you do need to keep them in the tin until they're completely cool because they're still like a little bit soggy in the middle. So if you keep them in the tin, they continue to bake, and then they also, like as they cool down, they keep the shape a lot better. So I'm going to keep them on this for like an hour or so. It's going to be quite a while before I cut them up and everything. But yeah, this is what they currently look like. They do actually look really, really good. I'm really impressed with how they have turned out. So yeah, and they smell really good as well. I can't wait to try one later on. So once they have cooled down and everything, I will cut them up and show you guys. But this is going to be the last kind of talking bit that I do. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and being back in my kitchen doing some baking. I know that I have. I forgot how much I love to bake, and although that was such a simple recipe, it was really fun to do it. So I do need to start getting into the habit of baking again. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you want me to try baking. I do enjoy cooking as well, so if there's anything you want to see cook-wise, do let me know. I do want to start doing a few more videos in my kitchen and making fun things again. I do really miss it. And yeah, if not, I will see you next week with another video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!